All right. Hello, everyone. Your host, Cy Smith, coming to you on a Blue Wednesday. Every Wednesday is our economic day. So, literally, we talk about and we promote and support our businesses in our community, just like everybody else. Chinatown, Greektown, Little Italy. We just do it for our community. And so, let me begin recording here. We have about 2 minutes before my guest comes on, and I want to use this time to just talk about general NBCU stuff. This is the last Wednesday of the month. Every Wednesday is economic day. So this Wednesday, after today, Hydrus, our super admin, will be reaching out to you guys to ask you to name your 4 Black businesses that you circulated money with this month. This is part of a job. This is what we hope to be able to put a lot of people to work, calling and checking in, receiving texts on where you spent your hard-earned money at for the month, each month. And so we gave this assignment to Metcalf, Mississippi. And so as we work with all of you guys to name your 4, be open for strangers calling you about naming your 4. This is going to allow the people of Metcalf to be put to work and have 7 offices opened up down there to do what, in this case, Hydrus is going to do. And so we want to expand that with everything we do. The Susan is here, so I'm going to go ahead and bring her in, and we'll just talk back later. But every Wednesday is Economic Day, and we want to always give you guys a platform and a stage to come on to talk to other people who care about the same thing we care about, which is building up our community and us taking care of us. How you doing, Susan? Are you there?
Hi, I'm great, thank you. How are you today?
What's up, fellow Capricorn?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, they told you we were recording, correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right, good. Just want to make sure. So anything you say is going to be on YouTube, so we're good. Let me first thank you for carving out time so that you can be introduced to my network, my audience of people. So I thank you for this time.
Certainly.
So we met through. Yeah, no, I wait till they hear about what I heard about you. It's gonna be good. So we were introduced by a relatively new superstar that we met, Mr. William, and Taylor. He has been on fire with introducing us to a myriad of high hitters in the Black community. And so when I found out what you do, I said we had to get that out there to our audience and put that in our library so people can find out about you. So he said good things about you. When I called you, it was affirmed. And so I want to just let people know why I believe they're going to benefit from us talking. This lady here, you guys, based on my interactions with her, and I think I got a pretty good discernment spirit talking to a lot of different people, is a Black queen that gets it in terms of the struggle, is compassionate, is very astute, attention to detail, and not too much stuff slipped past her. And without giving up what my birthday month is, we in the same birthday month.
Definitely.
So whatever you guys think about me, it's probably got a little bit there with her. So without further ado, Queen, tell us who you are, and I'm gonna ask questions so I can pull out of you certain things I think our audience need to hear. But give your own introduction, please.
Okay, hi, my name is Susan, as he said, Susan Alston Johnson. Most people call me Miss Susan. For some reason, that seems to stick. I don't care where I go and how old they are. They almost always say Miss Susan. And what I love to do, first of all, I love the Lord. And what I love to do is help our people to establish wealth. And I believe that's one of the purposes that I was put on this earth for, is to help people give birth to vision. And we like to help them with capacity building, make sure they have sufficient infrastructure, the things in place, regulatory agency compliance, the things that are boring, but have everything together so you can position yourself to be that multimillionaire, to be that billionaire, to generate wealth and not just make money and stay in the same rut, even though you're a business owner.
Now you went right in. So let me say, Are you a mom? Do you what city, what side of town you live on? What city? I want people to know a little bit about you, if you don't mind.
Well, I grew up in the North Shore area of Chicago, in between, close to Wisconsin and that area. Grew up, played sports all the time. A lot of people knew me from that, sport athlete, and did a lot of things, class president, all those kinds of things. Always interested in building each other up, and big family. So I love that, having a ton of people in the household, mom and dad, same time. And I have 2 children, and I'm a grandma.
Excellent. All right. Now,
Yeah.
do you know what struggle is, though, Susan? Are you one of those people who know what it means to be, grinding, trying to make it?
I know what people talk about this, and here's one example. People talk about this coronavirus and being in the house for a year and a half. I got hit by a truck. I almost died. I couldn't work for almost 4 years. And then coronavirus happened. So I didn't see people for 5 years. My son had to help me get dressed because I couldn't clothe myself. I'm a single parent now, divorced about 15 years. So when you talk about struggle, I had to put it all together, try to make ends meet, even while not able to continue a sentence because of the traumatic brain injury from the accident.
Wow.
I had to yes. So yes, you talk about struggle. Been there, done that, and then restarted my business during COVID. And I found so many people needed help and I think God sometimes allows us to go through these things so that we can feel each other. We can feel each other's pain, When a single mom tells me that I don't know where I'm going to get groceries from, hey, I've been there. I can help you with that.
Thank you. No, that's important. I look at the United States of America, and I've been to Africa. I've been with the Navy around the world, and what we call struggle, a lot of times is relative. There are some people in absolute struggle, and all around them is struggle. So it's not even a glimmer of examples that they can point to. And so I always just have a certain amount of gratitude for people that fight through their struggle, and I love being around those type of people versus the privilege that, they take things for granted. So thank you for your struggle.
Yep. Yeah. My son actually is an up and coming, he's an athlete, but he's also an up and coming artist. And he tells a lot about what we went through in some of his songs, and in a meaningful way.
I saw the picture you down in Atlanta with him.
Yeah, we came from the studio. That was his birthday gift. We went to the studio. I did a day trip to Atlanta. Drove down there. It was pretty nice.
Now, so what is it that you do? What's the name of the business, and how do you help people?
Well, I have a few different organizations, a few different companies. Not as many as some of these others that have 500, but I do have a few. I specifically work with Alston Group, which is what we do is we provide education, training, capacity building, and we help people get their businesses to the next level. And our motto is taking you higher. So when people first meet me, I find out what their need is. And from there, I put together a plan. I put it in a spreadsheet that has a timeline. When we think we can help you reach these goals, help them develop goals, long-term goals, short-term goals, 3, 5, 15 years. Because people that make real money, they have real goals. They're never just thinking about tomorrow. They've already, while we're struggling to try to pay rent tomorrow, they've already planned out the next 15 years.
Yeah.
So
now, how do people, let's just make this real to the average person in the struggle. How do they connect? Like what would be an example of someone that could use your services? They hear you, you look attractive, you sound good, but I'm intimidated to call you. Why, what makes you different? And that's like 3 different questions in there, but what. No,
but somebody actually asked me that, and I told them, I said, one of the things I have classes that I teach. Like I have a class tonight. I have a couple of people graduating from the virtual business incubator class that we provide. And it's only $35 and you get $1,600 worth of personal consultation. One of the things that's different when you sign up for a lot of those other classes and other locations, you literally get a webinar that is canned, that doesn't have a live person. With me, it's a live person. I'm there every time, and I bring on other speakers, people that will help enhance your business experience. And then the second question you asked, how do you get in touch with me? You can reach out to us on projectjumpstart.net, which is a page within my alstongrp.com website. And you click on that and you say, hey, I want more information. We have the next classes coming up that we're about to start. And you can get in one of those classes first, or you just email me, which is susan@alstongrp.com, ALSTON, Alston, grp.com, or just go to the website. And we have a page that says get in touch, and you can click on that link. And my assistant typically gives me the information within minutes, and she'll text me, and then I can either contact you back right away, or she'll try to set up an appointment. But no, that's what's different. Every situation is unique.
And that's how I wanted to give like at least 3 examples. So I got my income tax check. I got $2,000. I want to sell lemonade this summer. Should I take your $35 class?
Yeah, because what we want to do is teach you how to develop a unique recipe of lemonade so you can, and we do have a class that's just for kids starting in August, but because we want to deal with the next generation. But yeah, we'll show you how to take that, patent that lemonade, because you have the best lemonade that Chicago has to offer that'll go great with Garrett's popcorn. And we'll try to help you learn how to sell it to Garrett's or any other company to sell your product, how to make it scalable, meaning how to replicate it so that you can make more money from it.
All right, that's a great one. I love working on cars in the backyard. Why should I connect with you?
Because you might be able to have the best and most unique. What if you're the person who does catalytic converters the best? Or what if you work on a certain type of vehicle the best? Wouldn't you love to be able to specialize in these Maybach? Wouldn't you love to or help people in the community with their cars? You could even teach a program for these, for people and teach young kids auto mechanics. So now you have a school that we can help you get sponsored, turn it into a nonprofit, help it get sponsored so you can get paid for teaching those kids. And we can help you market your business, get your website together, and make sure that people in the community know that you are the best at what you do.
So the last example, I started my business, I got my EIN, and everything is messed up. I don't know, can you repair my situation? I got started with something, I didn't know what to do. Now I got EINs out there. I got the IRS telling me I need to file 940 or whatever. What can you do to help?
I actually have a client I'm helping with that this very moment, a person who just didn't know. And that's why I started Alston Group, because when I started, I didn't have the money to hire people like me. And so what we do is we'll develop something just for you to look at everything that you're doing, everything that you're going on, and we can help you contact the IRS and cancel any EINs that you're not working on. We can help you restructure everything. We have even some tax professionals certified who we work with to help you get right on track. Don't give up is the first thing I would get you to see, that you can make it through this and that we can help you and you're not alone.
Awesome. Now, what's coming up? You say you got the youth classes coming up. So we got 5 more months left this year. What's the next 5 months look like for you?
One more time, the last part. Sorry.
Yeah, the rest of this year. What's coming up for the Alston Group the rest of this year?
Yeah, we have classes. I teach classes on Thursdays. We have a Saturday class coming up in, my apologies. We have a Thursday class coming up. We have a Saturday class coming up. I'm actually speaking for the Treasure Coast Black Chamber, Treasure Coast Minority Business Expo, I'm sorry, August 21st. That's in St. Lucie County in Florida. Coming up, we have a Renaissance Coalition where we're helping rebuild communities. We're taking it back on the road. And unfinished business is a thing I love. That's a brand that we have, is to help you finish your business. That's a book signing and book release coming up actually within 6 weeks.
Whose book is it?
Yeah, we'll be having our pre-orders ready soon.
Wait, you wrote the book?
Yes. It's a system that I use in helping people take their nothing and make something out of it. And you look at the woman in 2 Kings 4, and I'm not trying to be preachy, but she told the man of God, he said, hey, what you have in your house? And she said, I don't have anything but this cruise of oil. Me and my son, we're going to basically die. And he said to her, he said, you go borrow vessels, you fill it up. He put her in business. She stole the oil, and then he said, live off the rest. So that's what I believe in. What do you have in your house? How can I help you transform that into a business income so your side hustle can become your main hustle, and show you how to market it and be sustainable? That's one of my, my best things, is to be sustainable. We just spoke for another university. They had me come and speak for their program, and some of those people called me, so I'm mentoring some of them. So yeah, my goal is to transform in the next 30 days, 100 people into entrepreneurs. And we are at number 27.
Hey, congratulations. You on top of it. What do you see? Because what you bring to the table, economics is a big challenge for us as a whole. We are behind whites and Asians in terms of income. What should Black people do to be better when it comes to pooling money together and supporting each other? What's your thoughts on us and economics?
We have to circulate our dollar more within our community, which is why we need these one of the main reasons we need these businesses in our communities, so that people can walk to one of our businesses. We need to make sure that happens. We need to promote each other. And we actually are starting in the next couple of days. We have a strictly business Facebook group, and then we have a nonprofit know-how, so that we can help you be sustainable. I don't want you just to start your dream. I want you to be able to grow it and then sustain it.
Susan, the National Block Club University whole mission is anti-violence. And I tell people that's just the catchword to catch your attention. But it's really because we all would die. Like, no one is going to physically be here. So the question isn't the stopping the violence, it's living. And living is so much in this world to benefit from, to learn, grow, experience. So we care about in between the hashes of birth and death, how you living. And that's the beauty of bringing someone like you into a person's world, so that way they can live better on the economic side. They can live better on our side with not being shot and killed in a zip code. They can live better, so you can live. It's about living this life while God is allowing you to physically live it. So I just wanted to make sure our people knew it's people like you that we bring it to the table to make sure that they can be connected.
And I want to be like you when I grow up. You got it going on.
Where at?
The same way you heard about me, I heard a lot of great things about what you're doing, how you're trying to bring people together. And I applaud your efforts tremendously. I think if we had more people like you who are doing that, we would be able to galvanize our resources, coalesce our efforts, so that we can expand. And that's what other people do, other races do. They may fight, squabble about other things, but when it comes to green money, they're going to drop all of that, pull their resources together and make it happen. And we have to learn that we can't keep beefing with each other. Nothing is more important than each other. And we have to go back to loving our communities. What I want to do, and I challenge you, if anybody out there knows anybody, a relative, anybody slanging on the corner, selling drugs, if they can run a drug empire, they can be a successful business person. So tell them to call me. I will help them take those resources and put them into a legitimate tax-paying business. So money-making business that employs people legitimately, so you
Right.
don't have to live always under the fear of going to
Exactly.
prison.
Now, what's your take on this? We call it Blang, BLANGCC. The first B is for beauty supply stores. The
Okay.
L is for liquor stores. The A is for pearl stores. The N is for nail salons. G is for gas stations. C for cellular stores. And the last C is for corner stores, all owned by other people in our communities nationwide. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe I don't disparage anybody's right to becoming an entrepreneur, but they know that we often don't patronize our own stores. And unfortunately, we spend more from a disposable income perspective than any other group of people. So they know that we're going to spend more on those items than any other group of people. I'm hoping, in fact, with the project that I have right now, we actually are taking, we have a restaurant incubator. We have accountants. We have a Black woman who is about to open a trucking company that I'm working with. We have tax professionals. We have all these other different things. And one of them is a beauty supply, a cupcakery, and these are Black owned businesses. So we're trying to look outside of the box and say, what can you do? Like dance studios. You see those mainly in predominant neighborhood, in more expensive neighborhoods because the fees are high. So we're trying to bring those services to our communities so that we can have those. So my goal is, I'm not going to disparage you for opening your business, because to be honest, a lot of us people of color have to stick together and galvanize, but we want to help our people fulfill the needs of our people.
So that was very, you can run for mayor. That was politically correct. I appreciate you on that. I think, and I agree with you for sure. The way I think God raised me, allowed me to go through what I went through, is to be that pit bull, and to be the pit bull with love, though, because I tell people honestly, when you think about the G8 summit, well, that's when Russia, the G7 summit, all the richest nations,
right?
The one continent that most of them got their riches from isn't even at the table.
You're right. You're right.
Like Africa is not there. And so I just think from a global perspective, when we collectively do what we have to do, it's going to alter the world dynamic, because the world has and continue to benefit off of, unfortunately, our lack of doing this, from the trade with the continent and then trade with each other here. And so I do think it'd be smart for us to make accommodations on what happens to all these groups that are now benefiting off of us when those benefits aren't there no more, because I just think it's just a matter of time before we wake up and do this with our revenue, with our income.
I agree. If we can actually wake up. Here's my sad part, is that when I try to present, when I also have a bakery, and
you didn't tell me that. Really?
Yeah, Miss Susan's Kitchen.
Okay,
yeah,
we gotta talk about that. Yeah, we gotta talk about that. Yeah, okay.
One lady put in this group. I think it was a sorority group. She purchased a German chocolate cake from my company, and she said, Miss Susan's German chocolate cake tastes like Jesus blessed it himself. It's a sometime food. You got to eat healthy, but sometimes you want some good red velvet, or you want to put a smile on that face, and we help you do that.
Okay.
And that just brings back memories of our table growing up, my dad, our family. And that's a whole nother story talking about that. But the kitchen was so much love. And I was blessed to have my mother and father in the home. We were blessed to where people from the church and the community, they want my daddy to make the macaroni and cheese for the church dinner, the church function. And I'd be so proud to walk that, because we live close to the church. I'd be so proud to walk that cake down to the church, or macaroni and cheese, or whatever it was.
Right.
And he'd tell me, girl, you better not mess up the top of that, because if food don't look good, people don't want to eat it.
Right.
So yeah, when people come over, they like to eat my cooking. I fed some Power 5 college a basketball team one time in my house.
Wow.
Well,
Now,
more than
now,
one.
do you ship it? Like, how do you get it out to the market, the broader
We're
market?
actually, right now we're local, but we're actually working
Okay.
on our license to be able to ship. Once we get through with this inspection, then we'll be able to ship, and I can post that at that time, and then I'll be able to ship my cheesecakes too, because everybody loves my cheesecake.
Awesome.
One
No,
of the
you got
players, they played in Madison Square Garden, and they took him to the Cheesecake Factory on his birthday, and he texted me and he said, Miss Susan, he said, I'm at the Cheesecake Factory, and I declare you got the best cheesecake on this side of the Mississippi.
wow over
But
over
for
the
me, that's
factory.
just love. That's my motto is home and every bite. And I believe if you whether you don't have a kitchen table or ottoman, whatever you have, you got to make it love. And that's what we do with the business. We try to love people into success because so many people that we get, they literally have been beat down so much that they don't believe anymore. And so our passion is to be able to help you see a pathway to financial freedom through establishing businesses, building our community, it's restoring cultural pride in the community. That's what we want to do.
Now
Now,
you
go
you
ahead.
check all the boxes. That, I mean, love. That's the epitome right there.
Yep. Well,
So what do people do? Because you gave I think email and web, social media. Do you have a phone number? You don't. Your phone number isn't public. Where are you with that?
I do. I'll give you my business phone number. It is, I have two. I have a Florida number, which is 772-971-0198. That's 772-971-0198. And then we
Okay.
have another number, which is 256-886-8180. Our nonprofit is 180 Corporation. And so that's why it's 886-8180.
Okay.
So remember that 180 at the end, because we want to be able to turn it around, turn communities around, families around. And if we can show people the way, help guide people, we're actually working on some grants right now so that we can provide about $6,800 to businesses when they come, that we can do a Shark Tank kind of thing and be able to help, not as sharky as Shark Tank, but be able to
Right.
help businesses that need that startup letter of credit. So yeah. Thank you for having me today. I appreciate it.
No, and I was gonna say every Wednesday is Economic Day to us, so that's why this video is important. And as we grow, as we do what we do in our 20 zip codes and 20 cities, you're gonna be anchored in there because again, we have to have those type of minds so that when people say I'm ready for the Wednesday challenge to do better, we say here's a plethora of our people we know and trust, and they have at it.
And you guys should hang with this brother right here. I've been hearing so many good things about him, and I can't wait to just get more and more people involved in what you're doing because our community needs it. Thanks for having me today.